Hey guys, Carrick here with another review. This time I'll be reviewing the Doubutsu Gattai Deluxe Wild Zyuoh King set from Doubutsu Sentai Zyuohger. This is a special set which includes all of the components needed to make Wild Zyuoh King, the first super combination for the Zyuohgers. So this set includes, individually, Deluxe Zyuoh King, Deluxe Zyuoh Wild, Cube Kirin, and Cube Mogura. So for this review I'm going to give a quick overview for each of them, and then show them all put together. So let's get started. First is Zyuoh King, which is comprised of Zyuoh Cubes 1, 2, and 3, Cube Eagle, Cube Shark, and Cube Lion, along with the Big King Sword. So, for each Zyuoh Cube, you can transform from Cube mode to Animal mode, and each one has their own unique transformation. Then, you can be transformed back into cubes. Stacked up. And spun around. Then, you take the Big King Sword, put it in the top, lift up the head, reveal the face, and pull out its weapon, the King Sword, and you have Zyuoh King. Next we have Zyuoh Wild, which is comprised of Zyuoh Cubes 4, 5, and 6, Cube Elephant, Cube Tiger, and Cube Gorilla, as well as the Big Wild Cannon. These ones also transform from Cube mode to Animal mode. And you equip the Big Wild Cannon to Cube Gorilla via this peg on the back. Then, like with Zyuoh King, transform them back into Cube mode. And stack them up. This time, going 4, 5, 6 instead of 1, 2, 3. And spin it around. Fold the arms from the back. Bring out the head from the Big Wild Cannon and fold in the handle. Then fold it up. Place it on the back. Fold out the shoulder flaps and extend the arms. Then reveal the face. You have Zyuoh Wild, which can either use its weapon, the Wild Cannon, or, via switches on the arms, launch 2 rocket fists. Finally, you have Cube Kirin and Cube Mogura, 2 Zyuoh Cube weapons, which are smaller cubes than the regular ones, and each are marked with an exclamation point. So, each one transforms into their animal mode, Cube Kirin into a giraffe, and Cube Mogura into a mole. They also transform further into weapons, the Kirin Bazooka, and the Mogura Drill, which can be wielded by either Zyuoh King or Zyuoh Wild. And finally, we will combine the 6 Zyuoh cubes and 2 Zyuoh cube weapons together to form Wild Zyuoh King. So, like with the individual robots, we're going to start from cube mode. So to start, we'll set aside everything but the 6 Zyuoh cubes. And we're going to stack them 4, 3, 2, 5, take 1 and attach it to this left peg on Cube Tiger. Take Cube Gorilla and attach it on the right side. So we have a totem that looks like this. So, once again, we're going to spin it around. So it's like that. Then take the Big King sword, place it in the top. Take the folded Big Wild Cannon and clip it onto the chest. Then we're going to fold out the arms. So, for Cube Eagle and Cube Gorilla, rotate them upwards like so. Unlatch the arms, rotate it up and back in. Do the same on the other side. Then, take Cube Kirin, fold it up like this, attach it to the right side, take Cube Mogra, attach it to the left side, and finally, take the Wild Cannon, split it in half down the middle, like this. I'm going to peg it in on top into Cube Tiger. Then spin around the face and pull out the King Sword. And there you have Wild Zyuoh King. So as you can see, this is a very big and very impressive looking mecha. You have all 6 Zyuoh cubes and the first 2 Zyuoh cube weapons combined together. And it has this look of being a lot more powerful, especially with 2 Zyuoh cubes forming the arms and shoulders. Getting a better look at the front, and see this new crown or crest as formed by the Wild Cannon, and the folded Big Wild Cannon creates a new chest plate with a V design on it. You also have the 2 Zyuoh cube weapons on the side, which act to give it extra stability. And you've still got articulation in the arms. Though you'll notice that because of the way it's transformed, you have this hollow space for the left arm. So with that in mind, there's actually a personal fix that I like to do with it, which is to fold back the arms and use the ones in the front. Additionally, you can take the fist and rotate it around. As you can see, there is a separate peg hole that is in here. There's also one in the original arm. And the same thing for the other side. Now like this, you have the arms more forward, and it covers up the gap. In my opinion, that looks a little bit better. Though one more personal custom that you can do is taking the arms and having it so that they're both connected, but only one fist is out. And this way, you can see all of the numbers. Which I personally think is the best look for Zyuoh King. And additionally, via the peg hole, you can have it wield the King's sword. Though it does look very small, thanks to how big Zyuoh King is. Of course, you also have the option of storing it back in the top. And there we go. So overall, I think that the Zyuoh King set is fantastic. Not only do you get 2 individual mechs, as well as 2 Zyuoh Cube weapons, but you get all of the components needed to make the amazing Zyuoh King, which I think is a really good looking combination, as it takes the different Zyuoh Cubes and arranges them in such a way to not only make them look bigger, especially in comparison to the individual robots, but also a lot more powerful. And it also just seems to be really well designed. So, in my opinion, this is a great set, not only for the individual sets, but also for the fact that, like I said, you get this, but as shown in my Zyuoh Wild review, you also get interchangeability. With 6 Zyuoh Cubes, you can make 8 different combinations officially. And I think that is fantastic, and additionally you can use either of the Zyuoh Cube weapons with any of those 8 combinations. So with all that in mind, this set has a bunch of playability. And for me, I think I was a lot more satisfied with this getting it all at once than I would have been buying them piece by piece, especially because for Cube Elephant, Cube Tiger, and Cube Gorilla, they were originally sold separately, along with Cube Kirin and Cube Mogura. With that in mind, this is, of course, a rather big and expensive set, as the way they packed it was one big box with the boxes for the components I mentioned at the beginning inside them. So that is going to run you perhaps a bit on the cost side in terms of shipping, as it's going to need a big box to ship it in. But price-wise, it runs for around $100, and if you're lucky, in some places you should probably be able to get for shipping that's not too bad. So if you want a really good way to get all of the main kind of beginner sets for Zyuohger, then I would definitely recommend this set, because as I said, there's a lot to this. When it all comes together, you get just so much playability, and I cannot recommend it more. So, next time I'll be reviewing the Chogokin Robonyan from Yokai Watch. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this review, please like, comment, and/or subscribe. And you can check me out on Facebook at facebook.com/KRX50. And for now, this is KRX50, writing off.